How's it going, everyone? Welcome back to another GTA Online video. My name is Saintsfan, and today I want to show you guys how you can get to the top of the F.I.B building and explore the interior. The interiors, actually, because there's two. This is a super cool glitch that allows you to basically get inside of the F.I.B building and explore the clean interior and the blown up interior that you can access in single player. And I know over the years there have been sort of multiple glitches that allow people to get up there, although I don't think there's actually been one in quite some time, and it's relatively simple to do. But maybe for some of you newer players, if you've never explored the interior, then I would highly recommend it. I mean, it's really cool up there. Some really interesting stuff. I believe you can actually even shoot out of it, so that's definitely an added bonus. But what we're going to actually do is start down here, and you're going to need one, maybe two things. I'm going to show you guys with the Oppressor Mark II first, because I think everyone has one of these, and they're the easiest to call. However, there's actually a much better vehicle, which I'll show you guys at the end of the video. But the FIB building, start where the sign is, and then just go around sort of back. You'll see if you have little job things on. There's this little blue dot. And right where this wall happens, we're going to go up. And you'll glitch through, and then that's the first step. The second step is to get to the top, which on the Oppressor Mark II, you're just going to have to drive in circles. Although, and you might see this here in a second, it's kind of tricky with the Oppressor Mark II. Because at a certain point, you might hit some invisible walls, or the game might even just like instantly kill you. So it is kind of tricky, and it's not the easiest to drive in tight circles with the Oppressor Mark II. Like, yeah, okay, so if you hit certain places, like, it'll just kill you instantly, which is kind of unfortunate. That's the issue with the Oppressor Mark II. Although I do know it works with the Oppressor Mark II, because I've seen multiple people actually use the Oppressor Mark II to get up there. It just might take some extra practice. But we're going to try it one more time. And basically what you're going to be doing is you're going to the top of the building, and the interiors are just there. You basically just get sort of put into the interior, which is kind of crazy. So I'll try it one more time with the Oppressor Mark II here. We're going to go up, and from what I've seen or from what I've done, you kind of got to keep as close as you can kind of get to the middle, I believe. At least that's where I've had my luck. The best times I've had it. If you get too close to the sides, then I think that's where you start running into issues. You get invisible walls, and that's maybe where you get you get killed at. And again, right there, we just hit an invisible wall because we weren't in the right spot, and now we're gonna die. So it is kind of tricky. But what I'm actually do is I'm gonna go into single player real quick, because it's actually way easier for me to demonstrate what you need to do in single player. But it works the exact same as online. So hopping into single player, I'm just gonna show you guys, this is me on the Oppressor Mark II, just to show that it does work with the Oppressor Mark II. And it just takes some time because you got to go super slow, and it takes time to go up in the air in the Oppressor Mark II, going in circles. Eventually though, what'll happen is you'll hit like an invisible wall. Once you're basically at the very top, you'll hit an invisible wall. Your bike won't move, and that's how you know you've done it. You get off your bike, and you'll just be standing on like an invisible platform, as you can see. The way to actually trigger the interiors, though, is by simply going into first person. It's as simple as that. It's very cool, very easy once you get up here. However, because you don't know where you're at, you may run into the issue that I've just run into, where you spawn in a room you can't get out of. Now in single player, for me, that's no issue because I can just no clip through the wall. But in online, you're going to be stuck and you have to kill yourself and then redo the glitch. But odds are you'll probably end up somewhere that isn't closed off, because there's just a lot more of those areas. But just naturally, because my luck is terrible, I ended up in the freaking room where you couldn't get out of. But once you're up here, I mean, you're free to explore whatever interior you opened up in. This is the blown up interior. This one's actually much bigger than the other one. A lot of floors, a lot of cool stuff to explore in here. Although you do need a flashlight because it is very dark. And I believe there's even a point in this exploded interior where you can shoot out of, but you can explore for yourself if you've never done so. I did mention kind of at the beginning of this video that there was a much easier vehicle to use rather than the Oppressor Mark II. And the vehicle that I'm talking about is the thruster, the jetpack. I know a lot of people bought the jetpack initially thinking the jetpack was going to be awesome. Well, as it turned out, you know, jetpack sucked and no one ever uses it. It just sits in people's garages collecting dust. Well, now you actually have a use for it because the jetpack is basically as small as the Oppressor Mark II, so it fits in and gets into the building easily. But you don't have to drive in a circle for like a minute because you can just go straight up, which makes life so much easier. So if you just go straight up, you'll hit that invisible sort of wall or barrier, and then you'll be put into the interior. Again, just hop off, go into first person, and boom, you're in. Now, there are two interiors, like I mentioned. There's the clean interior, which I think we're going to get into here in a second, and then the exploded interior, which we just showed off. And each one is at sort of different parts in this building. I believe like different corner, like the northwest corner might have the exploded interior. The northeast corner might have the clean interior. You just kind of got to play around with it. Again, though, you can see I got locked into a room again, but hopefully when you do it, you don't get locked into the room. But this is another really cool area. And honestly, even though I've been up here multiple times over the years, I kind of forgot about some of the stuff that's up here. And again, it's really cool to explore and see all the little details and just little places and rooms that Rockstar made that really you'd never ever see because no one ever plays single player anymore. And you can't get to these legitly in online. So it's kind of neat to just come up here and check it out. But one more time, I'll show you guys with the thruster. You go in, you enter the same way, stick to sort of the middle part, and then you could mess around with it as to where you land. And this third time, I actually landed in the elevator of all places. Like, how crazy is that? And the elevator doors, fortunately for me this time, they opened. So I wasn't trapped. But that is it with the glitch. It's a fairly simple glitch, especially with the thruster. Hopefully you guys take advantage of this and like use it and go exploring. I know maybe some of the old time players, you might have explored up here multiple times over the years and you might not want to go back. But for some of the newer players that didn't even know about this, like I'm sure this is a very cool little, or a couple of cool spots to go explore. Anyway, thank you all for watching. This will do it for the video. Please drop it a like if you did enjoy. Subscribe for more GTA Online content. And as always, I will see you guys in the next one.